Beatles, the boys, the Beatles which made the little girls squeal. 50 years ago, we squealed when the Beatles first played Cleveland. 1964, the group changed music.
Who is, if there is, a chief Beatle?
Me.
Is there a leader of the group?
Not really, no. If anybody gets the blame for anything, it's me, so that's why I'm called the leader.
The Beatles turning a major corner in rock, rolling us all in. Early on, they wanted Cleveland, knowing they would act naturally in Public Hall.
People say, well, what's the best concert you've ever seen? And I always said, the Beatles.
Dave Schwinson authored The Beatles in Cleveland. He saw the '66 concert and studied '64. Old films showed the frenzy when the Beatles set foot in Cleveland. News Channel 5's Don Webster was there when the Beatles told this town, "Got to get you into my life."
The group has been together for how long before you really became famous?
About 8 years.
8 years?
Us three. Ringo joined about 3 years ago.
Cleveland's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame celebrates the Beatles and this 50th anniversary first Cleveland concert. The band generated electricity, young and hip and talented from Liverpool, England. In character, Liverpool was similar to Cleveland.
Cuyahoga River, the Flats, it's kind of a tougher crowd.
Working class,
Working
blue collar.
class, you know.
Working class attitude brought by John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Playful, sometimes irreverent. We tagged along because we all had a ticket to ride.
They became a soundtrack for the new generation.
The first Cleveland Beatles concert was in 1964, here at Cleveland Public Hall. Man, did it rock. So much so, the police chief stopped the concert.
Oh, it was just too rowdy. Like the audience was coming up on the stage and they were really having trouble controlling what was going on.
A while later, the police chief left the stage and Ringo, bam, hit the drum head and the cymbal, and Cleveland and the Beatles rocked some more. Grainy photographs show us how the cops took over the stage when Public Hall rocked. City Hall and the cops went in with a huff. The Beatles wondered, why you bringing the law? The mayor countered, baby, it's you.
The Beatles were banned from Cleveland after the 1964 concert.
Why?
Because the mayor of Cleveland, Mayor Ralph Locher at that time, said that's not the way little girls should behave in public.
Did they have you screaming too?
A little bit. It was like another Elvis, but this was our Elvis.
The stage jammed with all the little girlies crying, "I want to hold your hand." The mayor, looking for an easy way out, was a one-way ticket man, banning the boys from coming back. He was a day tripper. No matter, the Beatles were back 2 years later, this time rocking Cleveland Stadium. Schwinson was there in '66. Do you want to know a secret?
And it was just chaos. I mean, the Beatles literally ran for their lives off stage.
When I think of the Beatles, my mental images are always in black and white. The black and white television I first saw them on. The surviving Beatles are now in their 70s, but the group is forever young, just as I was young when the Beatles rocked my world. Films show it was a hard day's night, just getting through to the Beatles. Don Webster elbowed his microphone through, saying to George, "We know that she loves you, yeah, but what about the girls tossing jelly beans at you?"
Jelly bean traveling about 50 mile an hour through the air, if it hits you in the eye, well, you're finished, you're blind, aren't you? So we've never liked people throwing stuff like that.
The Beatles set Cleveland on fire 50 years ago. Those not there wish they had been. Those there remembered like it was yesterday.
When the fans rush the stage, that's the guitar.
Cleveland, 50 years ago. The Beatles. Let it be.